Right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to start this lesson off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to all our brothers who are fervently preaching the word in sincerity and in faith. And Shalom to all the sincere Akwath. And Shalom to the scattered Israelites who are amongst these heathen nations and look like these heathens. Now, this lesson is going to be based on this article in regards to a woman who died after a shooting on Azalea Garden Road in Norfolk. So through the Spirit, I'm going to read this, get some precepts, and the Lord's will, you're edified. It says a woman is dead after a shooting on Azalea Garden Road in Norfolk Saturday morning, according to the Norfolk Police Department. Norfolk police are investigating the incident in the 2700 block of Azalea Garden Road. The call came in at around 8:40 a.m. on May 23rd. Ecclesiasticus 39:28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. And basically whoever shot and killed that woman was a spirit of vengeance sent by the Lord. It says, in a time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. So that judgment appeased or satisfied the wrath of the Lord. Verse 29, fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Yeah, so these death angels are spirits of vengeance. Verse 30, teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. And the modern day sword is the gun. That's how a lot of, judgments play out, is people getting shot. People also get stabbed, but people get shot more often. And in this particular judgment, that woman was shot and killed. So she was punished to destruction because she was wicked in the eyes of the Lord. Slakia. Psalm 7 and 11. Yahweh judgeth the righteous, and Yahweh is angry with the wicked every day. And that's why these wicked people get punished to destruction, because the Lord is angry with them for all the wickedness that they're doing. You have all of these people that run around talking about how they have free will and they can do whatever they want. And yet all the things that they're doing are wicked, and it angers the Lord, and then the Lord puts them to death. He has them get shot to death or stabbed to death or fall to their death or get into some horrific car crash or a plane crash. Or somehow, some way, the Lord brings death upon them. So for all the people out here that think that the Lord doesn't care about what they do, this is evidence to the contrary. Psalms 9 and 16, the Lord Yahweh is known by the judgment which he executeth. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Higgaion Selah. Yeah. And these are the judgments of the Lord being executed through his spirits that are created for vengeance. Deuteronomy 32:39. See now that I, even I am he, and there is no power with me. I kill, and I make alive. I wound, and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. And there was nothing that could have been done to save that woman from dying, because it was the will of the Lord for her to die. The Lord set that judgment up for her to die. 1 Samuel 2 and 6. The Lord Yahweh killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. And yet another precept, letting it be known that the Heavenly Father is the one who does the killing through his spirits of vengeance. He's the one who determines who's going to die and how they're going to die and when and where they're going to die. The Heavenly Father gets all the credit. The person may have executed that judgment, but the Lord is the one who put the Spirit on them to do it in the first place. Job 4:7, remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? And the answer is that nobody perishes being innocent. That woman was not innocent in the eyes of the Lord. She was wicked. And she got punished to destruction for being wicked. Verse 8, even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. And that's what's happening in these last days. The Lord is sending out his spirits of vengeance to execute judgments upon these wicked people. For these wicked people to reap what they have sown. All of that wickedness that they've been doing, that they think they've been getting away with, in reality, the Lord just had their judgment set for an appointed time. And this is what happens when you lack fear of the Lord. You'll be out here being wicked, thinking that no punishment will be brought upon you. And then when you least expect it, the Lord will bring that judgment upon you. Ecclesiastes 3:1, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Verse 2, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. And it was time for that woman to die. And that's why that judgment was brought upon her, and now she's in the spirit world. There was nothing that could be done to prevent that from happening. Proverbs 22:3, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. And majority of people out here are simple. They're stupid. The Lord does not have the spirit of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding upon them. That's why they don't fear the Lord. That's why they're not paying attention to what's happening out here in this world. That the violence is starting to increase. The fires, the storms, the tempests, the earthquakes are getting worse. Things are getting worse out here, and a lot of people are not focusing on that. They're so caught up in, oh, it's almost summer, the weather is getting nice, we're going to be going to the beach and going to festivals and going to the club and doing this and doing that and going here and going there. They're so caught up in that folly and in that nonsense. Meanwhile, every day, the Lord has his spirits of vengeance out here putting these wicked people to death. It's all fun and games being careless and reckless until them spirits of vengeance get sent upon you. And them sore strokes from the Lord get dished out. People get wounded and killed. Then all of a sudden it's not funny anymore. But it was never funny. Because being wicked and provoking the Lord unto wrath is not funny. And we're going to continue to see more and more judgment from the Lord upon these wicked people who thought it was funny to provoke him unto wrath with their continual wickedness because they didn't fear the consequences. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up here. In closing, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, the Wadi Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to our brothers who are fervently preaching the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to the sincere Akwath, which are the sincere sisters. And shalom to the scattered Israelites who are amongst these heathen nations and look like these heathen. Hope you all stay strong, stay safe, stay fervent, stay circumspect, stay prayed up in Atawan Ratazah, which means Lord's will. Until next time, shalom.